Right, folks. I've had somebody ask me to do a video on the fact that I am bald and the issues of people going bald. So here we go. Going bald never actually bothered me. I couldn't see what the fuss was. Sorry folks, I'm just drinking a drink while I do this. I could never see the fuss of going bald. It's something that happens naturally to you. It was never an issue in my life. I never, to be fair, right, when my old man, no, he's not a dustman. My old man, Dad BVM, he's got a lot of hair, or he did have a lot of hair. He's got the big moustache, he looks a bit like Hulk Hogan. And I never ever thought I would actually go bald because of my dad. My dad's dad, Unky Steve, they've all got a good head of hair. So I never actually thought that I would go bald. But me being stupid, I started to lose my hair when I was in...
Why is that being stupid? That's...
Because I thought of that.
It just come from your dad's side.
Yeah, but from... See, June's butted in there.
Sorry.
Probably off your thread. But me being stupid, I didn't realise that I could also inherit this bald... What is it?
Male pattern balding.
Male pattern balding, or whatever it is.
What? Pattern baldness?
Baldness could come from my mother's side of the family too. My granddad said my Uncle Peter, they lost their hair, but I never really thought that when I was younger, you just don't fucking click into what it is. So anyway, around in my early 20s, something like that, I started to lose my hair. And I'll be honest with you, even when I started to lose it, I couldn't give a fuck. Because my hair was wavy, it was uncontrollable. I'd already shaved it down to, well, it wasn't shaved to what it is now, but it was short. I had it shortened down because I just couldn't control the fucking thing. It was like having a tiger on my head. It was just unreal. It was just unbelievable. And so it never really bothered me, and I just moved on with it. And I'll be honest with you, folks, that my mates, the lads, my close mates at the time, most of them had their heads shaved anyway, so it never really bothered me of going bald. So I could never see what the problem was. But as it is, somebody's asked me to do this video on going bald, and I thought, really, I can't see the fuss. If you're going bald, you're going bald. Accept it. And then June says to me, well, you've got to accept that some people aren't as confident as I am. Some people aren't as comfortable in their own skin as I am. I am fortunate in the fact that I'm over 6'5". I've always been like 20 plus stone. I mean, how the fuck my mother gave birth to me, I do not know. But I've never really been short of confidence on how I look. I couldn't really care what people say or think about me. So that was the way it is. But June says, well, no, you've got to accept that some people aren't like you. I think if a lot of people were like me, the world would be a better place. But
do you think?
I do, yes. So what we've done, folks, we've done a bit of research into this. I've actually watched a few blokes on YouTube talking about their hair loss. I've watched their videos. I've seen one bloke, and he used to have spiky hair. It was a main thing. Apparently, he was, when he was at college, because he's American, he used to have spiky hair, and it was his image and all that shit. And then his mate says, oh, you're losing your hair. He went, you're fucking joking, ain't you? So anyway, so what he did, he used to wear a hat to disguise the fact that he was going bald. And anyway, he's done this massive video about him shaving his head, and I'm thinking, what the fuck are you on, mate? There's no need to make a video about it, just shave your head. It's not, I don't understand why Americans have to make such a big issue of everything. They always have to dramatise and make a mind journey of going bald. Fuck off going bald. You're going bald, just shave your bloody head and accept it. So what's happened is Joan's looking at me here, she's thinking, what the fuck are you on about? what it is, we've done a bit of research on this thing, and we've taken a few notes, and June's going to we're going to chat through this. So all you lads out there who are in your 20s and stuff, who are
starting to lose.
You're starting to lose the hair, and
but
they're worried about this. Right, I'm going to say, don't be fucking worried, right? Embrace the baldness. Embrace it. It's fucking brilliant. I shave my hair, right, because one, I think it suits me. Two, if I did let it grow, I'd look like Sid fucking James. It'd all just look out here. And three, I'd look like a tennis ball chewed by a labradoodle.
And you've got grey hair. It's not.
And I've got grey hair.
Yellow, is
well,
it?
you see, what another thing is, like, just before I let June in on this. I don't understand these blokes who try to disguise the fact when they're going bald, and they comb it across, or they. I actually read years and years ago, Vikings used to rub goose shit on their head to try and make the hair grow. So this has been going on since Viking
we don't
time.
recommend rubbing goose shit on your head.
Don't rub goose shit on your head. I've also heard of people where they've got a cow to lick their head because a cow can generate the follicles to... It's all shit, right? A goose shit on your head. Who the fuck could do that? So, don't try and disguise it. Don't be ashamed of it. Just embrace the fact that you're going bald, because what happens is
the thing is, I mean, we've been into Loughborough today, and because of this video that was upcoming, I've been looking at men.
June's been looking at men.
Yeah, and see how much hair they've got. And a majority of men, and I say a majority, I mean every second or third person I look at has got some hair loss. And I'm not talking middle-aged men, I'm talking young men.
So you're saying the majority of people that are losing their hair are young men?
Yeah, sort of, yeah. And then it seems to get to a point where they don't lose anymore, like you. I mean, you've been like that since I've known you pretty much. All right, what you had was a little bit longer, but I've not really seen that you've lost any more
what
hair.
happened with me, with the look I have now, I used to have hair. And anyway, I got fed up with it, because what I was doing is I was going to a hairdresser's, a barber's in Mount Sorrel called Mr. Paul's. And I love going to Mr. Paul's. He used to take the piss, and we could have a real good laugh, and it would brilliant. So people, if you're in the Loughborough area and you need your hair cut, go and see Mr. Paul's in Mount Sorrel. And anyway, my hair was getting shorter or thinner, and I was thinking, what the fuck am I doing here? I'm paying like £5-6 for a haircut. And although I think basically what it was, the hairdressers was just somewhere to go and have a laugh. It was more of a social event. So in the end, I borrowed some clippers off Randy Roughton, and from work, and
the infamous Randy,
the infamous table on fire,
Randy Roughton.
I borrowed his, and anyway, I brought him home. June cut my hair. She cried because it went short, and ever since then, I've never really looked back about having short hair. I prefer looking.
Look, can I just say, I didn't cry because I was upset. I thought I'd upset you because it was shorter than I expected.
How can it be short? You've got the clippers on, nothing.
Yeah. Anyway. Whatever.
Unbelievable. So what it is, folks, is that you've just got to not worry about it. I understand that there is people, lads in the teens and their early 20s, who are worried about going bald.
Yeah, but why are they worried? You've got to ask yourself: is it a vanity thing because they don't like how they look, or is it because they think that women won't find them attractive, or men find them attractive?
Yes, because let's not beat around it.
Men
and women.
But I think this is speaking as a woman, okay. There's nothing more off-putting than a man who tries to disguise the fact he is going bald.
Yeah.
I would sooner see a man who is bald, shaved, receding, whatever, who takes care of every other aspect of his personal grooming.
So a clean knob.
Yeah, clean fingernails,
You don't want hair growing out the ears.
No, yeah, but that comes with age. Young men don't have hairs growing out their ears, do they? But yeah, just general personal hygiene, you know, and yeah, there's nothing more off-putting than a man who is in denial about his hair loss. You do not want a bloke in your life who is going to spend more time in front of the mirror than you do.
Because I'll be honest with you, right, folks, there's a lad at work and he's going bald, and I won't mention his name, right, but every time he's near a mirror, I'll say, Jamie. He's like this, he's doing this, trying to get his hair perfect. I'm saying, Jamie, because I don't want to mention his name, but Jamie, what are you fucking doing? He's going, get my hair right.
Well, let's just put it out.
What are you doing? I mean, I'm saying, yeah, but it doesn't matter, mate. Why don't you just shave it? And Jamie will use this, what's that fucking shampoo shit that I thought would clean the van? Alpecin. It's like, it make it look like a Formula 1 bloody car shampoo, and I thought it would fucking clean your cars. And then I realised it was actually for people who are going bald, and apparently it thickens the hair up. Well, what it's doing is it's thickening your head up, because what you're doing is you're wasting money. You're not wasting money, you're trying to hide the fact that of a natural bodily progression of you getting old.
To me, I think it's more usual to see a man from his early to mid-20s to have some hair loss. To be quite honest, I'm pretty indifferent about whether men have got hair or not. And I think most women are. I mean, it is, because I've been looking into it and I've thought, okay then, let's have a look at men who either have hair loss or have chosen to shave their head because of fashion.
Yeah.
And you've got, of course, Tom Hardy. Now he looks sexy whether he has hair or not.
Yeah.
The Rock.
Rocky. Oh, look at our bingo wings.
Yeah.
Rocky.
You ought to be more worried about that.
Yeah, I'm more worried about my bingo wings than my fucking hair falling out.
Yeah, and then you've got Jason Statham. I don't know whether he's got hair
Have you seen him do that spinning bottle top challenge thing where he spins around and kicks the bottle lid off?
Yeah, but I don't know whether that's hair loss or whether he chooses to
kick
do
lids
that.
off bottles.
Bruce Willis.
He's
always been sexy.
Die Hard,
and then
Christmas
of course we must say this one. We must mention Brian. True Geordie. Now, whether he is losing his hair or whether he chooses to shave it, whatever the effect, is sexy.
Yeah, you go, you see. So, you know, I mean, we're not just saying this because Brian has actually built my career.
You've got men who don't manage their baldness well. You've got Elton John. He looks bloody ridiculous. Whatever. He looks an idiot.
He looks an idiot.
It doesn't matter how much money he's got and how much he spent on it. Looks silly.
It doesn't matter about his candle in the wind.
What about
the wind might blow his fucking
Terry
wig
Wogan?
off. Terry Wogan. Oh, potatoes.
Is that a wig? Toupee?
Well, he's dead.
But it looks shit.
He looks shit. Wogan.
Prince William. For Christ's sake.
Yeah, Prince William.
Get a trendier haircut.
Oh, fuck's sake, man. Yeah, I tell you what, Prince William, I'm just going to butt in.
And his dad, Prince Charles.
Yeah, but Prince Charles, that's his era, isn't it? I mean, Prince Charles is what, knocking 70?
Well, he's 70 odd, isn't he?
He's 70, you know. How can he be a prince when he's still 70? So, to be fair to Prince Charles, that is the era.
Perhaps that is the era, but
Prince William
he's a middle-aged man before he's even got
it's about time, Prince. Bill, get your fucking head shaved, come into the real world and join the rest of us.
Yeah.
And you'll be a lot happier, mate. Kate will
I think when you notice you're losing your hair, I mean, it must be quite upsetting to some. But I think if you go to the barbers, and a decent barber's not just down the end of the road, £5 a pop barbers, get yourself down to a decent barbers and get them to give you a haircut.
Yeah, go and see Mr. Paul's at Mount Sorrel.
And get a decent haircut. I mean, they're experienced in all these things. And manage what you've got for perhaps as long as you can, not to the point of ridiculousness. And when the time comes, shave your bloody head.
Yeah.
Or cut it really short, at least have it really short. Don't try and disguise it.
We were actually watching...
But do it with confidence. Don't try and hide it away, just do it with confidence. And because I think women are more put off by men trying to disguise boldness than by how a man handles boldness. I think if men are not really that bothered, that is more attractive to a woman than a man
Yeah,
who's
because
trying
if a
to
man
sweep
is
it
not
across.
bothered, if a man is not bothered about losing his hair,
Yeah, because I think if
it makes him more confident. It makes him more attractive. Well,
the
personally,
thing
I
is,
think it
if
makes him
you're
more
trying to
attractive.
hide it and denying that you're losing your hair,
Denial.
it smacks of insecurity
Yes.
and a lack of confidence. And there's nothing more sexy to a woman than confidence in a
Yes.
man. So yeah, please don't try and. And another thing, I did actually look this up. Studies suggest that bald men are deemed as displaying dominance and confidence, both of which are very desirable to both women and employers. And like I say, women are not really bothered. It's the last thing I noticed about you, that you were losing your hair. It was the last thing I noticed.
I'm losing my hair.
Yeah.
Was I?
It was the last thing I noticed. Well, shut up, you fool. I noticed. And sometimes I think if you do go the whole hog and think, fuck it, I'm going to shave my head, be careful how you dress. Perhaps explore different fashions, because you don't want to end up looking like a thug or a yard.
Well, I can't see anything wrong with looking like a thug.
No. But what?
We went out the other day.
But to some women that might be off-putting. Not to me, but to some women it might be off-putting, and to some employers it might be off-putting. So maybe change the way you dress. I don't know how, but try not to look like a.
I don't think in today's day and age.
Also, and I've noticed, remember we're old farts. Shush. I've noticed that a lot of men that have losing the hair tend to grow beards. And
Like Brian.
Yeah, like Brian, and it does.
Brian, True Geordie, get him on the kickoff.
It does add something to the face, doesn't it? Which
Well, it makes you look more at the face than the hair.
But you couldn't go a beard, could you? Because you're bloody ginger.
What's wrong with a fucking ginger beard?
Well, it's not just ginger, is it? It's going grey.
Yeah, but we went out the other day. I can't remember where we went, and we saw this bloke, and he must have been well in his 50s, and he was bald, shaved bald, and you could tell from the fashion that he wore, he was an old skinhead, but he looked fucking smart. He got the Crombie on, he got the docks on, and he looked absolutely shit on. Now, most people will associate a skinhead to being
a racist
thug. I never ever thought that. I just thought that they look smart.
You like the fashion.
I like the fashion of the short trousers, the shiny boots. I was never a skinhead. I was too old.
No, his mum wouldn't let him.
Let me be on. But I never actually followed the beliefs of the skinhead with the swastika and that. I just thought they looked smart because they always presented themselves as smart. And that's how it is now. I just think if you've got short hair, you are not naturally known as a fucking racist thug. You are.
Well, we've just been down the pub, haven't we? And there was young families down there with kids going for meals. And there was a couple of blokes. And one of them had a full head of hair. And I thought, what an arse. You know what I mean? He just seemed a toffee-nosed twat.
Yeah.
But the other bloke, he'd got a bit of a beard, he'd shaved his head, and he'd got a nice jacket on, pair of decent jeans, and nice shoes.
Yeah,
and
got Levi's on, hadn't he?
Yeah, and I thought, yeah, you look smart. And I don't think he was actually losing his hair.
No.
I don't think but he'd chosen to do that. Like I say, he'd got a bit of a beard and that, and he looked quite smart. Yeah, the other bloke, he just looked
a complete idiot, didn't he?
Tosspot,
Yeah. In fact, he looked at him and you did actually want to fucking hit him over the head with a bottle. Because he just looked a complete idiot. So, if you shave your head, you're not a thug. If you shave your head, it doesn't matter. If somebody comes up to you and says you're going bald, right? So I've just posted about the Leicester Man City game, and people get and like I've said something about Man City not filling the stand out, filling the ground out, and like there's somebody who just keeps calling me bald, and it's like he seems to think that it worries me, it upsets me.
Well, surely that's just a statement of fact.
Well, it is a statement of fact that I'm bald. And it's like saying, go and shine your head. And when, well, nobody actually sits there when you're bald and shines their head. It just happens.
Yeah.
And it's like they seem to think it really was a bit. And what I'm trying to say to you folks is that if you do go bald, don't fucking worry about it. There's a lot of things in life, right? I'm looking at the camera now, I'm not looking at the picture there. There's a lot of things in life that are fucking damn sight worse than losing your hair. There is some diseases, illnesses out there that will kill you. Losing your hair will not kill you.
But to be quite honest, most women are not bothered.
Yeah.
It's the last thing they noticed. It certainly was with you. I've had boyfriends that have had hair, no hair by choice, and completely bald. And I've also, had a bit of a relationship with somebody who had hair down to his middle of his back. So it doesn't really matter.
What the fuck did you do that for?
What?
Go with somebody who's got hair down his back. Why on earth would you want to go with somebody who got longer hair than you?
He hadn't. I had long hair at the time. But anyway, that's besides the point. So really,
obviously that was
it
before
matter.
she met me.
Yeah, before I met you. But the thing is, you've just got to accept it. I mean, there's things about myself that I don't like. I hate the fact that I have to wear glasses all the time because I'm blind as a bloody bat. I don't like the fact that I've got sort of mousy brown hair naturally that's very thick and very long, very straight. I would like nothing more than to have either red hair or blonde hair that had a slight wave in it.
Yeah, but when I had red hair with a wave in it, I couldn't wait to shave it off.
Yeah, so we all have things about ourselves that we don't
As
like.
the great George Michael said, you can't always get what you want.
Yeah, but just make the most of
Did
what
he
you
say
got. I don't know whether he did or not, but just make the most of what you've got. Don't sweat the small stuff. Don't think that women are going to find you less attractive because they're not.
Don't look for remedies to save your hair. Don't fuck about trying to save it and do stupid parties like the lad at work who I won't mention, but his name's Jamie. Just live your life. Just shave your head. Accept what you are. Try and get your hair fashioned that'll suit you, and stop being a complete fucking idiot.
Yeah, don't try and disguise. And please don't, like I say, please, speaking as a woman, please don't worry that women are not going to find you attractive.
If a woman's thinking more about your hair than of you, then she ain't worth being with, lads and girls or whatever. Lads, or he ain't worth being with.
Yeah, that's what you're trying to say. Yeah,
because if they're worried about, if they're thinking, oh, his hair looks shit, then, well, yeah, your hair probably looks shit, but shave it off. Just don't fucking worry about it. Just try and find...
Or just get a cut that suits it at that time, but be prepared that sometime in the future it's going to be probably the best option to either have it cut really short or to shave it.
And
on a number one or a number two, whatever. Just
I'll tell you a good
short.
thing to do, right? If you are deciding to shave your hair and you want to take that leap, do it for charity. Shave your hair for charity. And then you've got an excuse to do it.
And
then you've got an excuse for doing it.
And then you can say, oh, I quite like this.
I must admit, right, I'll go on about that bloke again I watched who had the cap on, then he shaved his hair and he was making a big issue out of it. Oh, look, I've shaved my hair. I was, ain't I brave and ain't I... It's your fucking hair, mate.
Well, the thing is, it's a bit of a shock, isn't it, to suddenly go from having hair to losing your hair. But I think you're right, that's a good point, that is. If you can say you're doing it for charity, and then you've got an excuse for doing it, and then it will give people a chance to get used to you seeing you like that. And if you decide to stay like that, then great, that's brilliant. That's a really good point, that.
Do it for charity.
It gives you a reason to do it.
It's all good. It's all good for charity. If you do anything like that for charity, it's all right. It's good.
But when you are losing your hair, make sure you look after your scalp. Nobody wants a dry, flaky, scaly scalp. Moisture. And for Christ's sake, use sunscreen.
Yeah, I actually heard or read somewhere that when you do lose your hair, you're still supposed to wash your head with shampoo because it conditions your hair. Scalp. It conditions your scalp so it don't go all flaky. So you don't look like a snake.
Yeah, lizard.
Losing its skin. So.
Yeah. So anyway, don't sweat it. It doesn't matter.
Don't sweat it. Don't fucking matter. It's your hair. Here today, gone tomorrow. Fucking get rid of it. Yeah. Just to recap on this, if you're going bald, it's not the end of the world. If you're going bald, don't try and save it and just look like Bobby
Either
Charlton.
either get a good haircut or
Don't
cut it
get
short.
yourself a wig, just shave your head. And if people don't like it when you shave your head, that's their
No, it's
fucking
not
problem.
necessarily got to be shaved, does it? I think as long as it's short.
Yeah, just don't do that stupid bloody comb over thing. And
Well,
if you-
there's this thing as well where people brush when they're receding at the hairline, they brush the hair forward.
Yeah, don't do
That
it.
looks a bit strange as
Yeah,
well.
just don't do it. Just shave the bugger off. You look a lot better. You know, I tell you what else it does. You know when you shave your head? Do you know really? I'm 24.
That's another thing you see. A man who's losing his hair.
Looks
'Cause
older.
most-
I'm not. I'm
No,
51.
not older. No, I wouldn't say older. I think it gives a kind of maturity, if you like, more. Yeah, a maturity. I wouldn't say it makes them look older. It makes you feel that they would look after you. That's perhaps a bit old-fashioned thing to say, and not everybody will hate you for saying it. But I think there is an element of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't fight. But then
Don't fight it. It's like when women have these bloody stupid Botox shoved in their eyes, and then like their eyes, the forehead don't move, or they try and have tit jobs, and they're all trying to save themselves and fight against the inevitable of getting old, or trying to fight against the body's getting old, or what happens naturally.
Thing is, if you're getting old, be grateful you got the opportunity to get old, because there's a lot of people out there that don't get the opportunity to get old.
Just accept it.
Yeah.
Don't fuck about trying to save it, and don't worry about what people say, because if people say something about you, they're not worth worrying about. They're not your mates. They're not worth fucking two shits about.
Well, you are going to get mates that take the piss. But
taking the piss is fine. Taking the piss, I get called bald, I get called ginger and everything. It don't bother me. They're having a laugh. But if people really are worried about what...
I think that is it depends. It very much depends on the spirit it is given.
Yeah. I was fortunate. Most of my mates were bald, or they had short hair. So I blended in quite well. But...
apart from being 6'6" and 20 odd stone,
that's
that made
one
you
of the
stick
things.
out like a sore thumb.
Yeah.
But anyway, don't sweat it.
Don't sweat it. Just
most women couldn't give a monkeys.
Yeah, just embrace it, lads, and don't worry about going bald, because there's worse things out there to worry about than going bald. All right, folks. I hope this has helped a few people. I hope if it's helped even one person, it's well worth the while. But going bald, it's a natural thing. It ain't the end of the world. It's fine. Just shave your head. Get on with it. All right, folks. Laters.